back to Let's Get Real. This week we're going to be talking about stupid things we or a family member have done as children.
Mm-hmm.
We all do stupid things, or adults, because I do a lot of stupid things now.
Yeah, I do things stupid every day.
We're going to share a few stories
Yeah.
with you guys. Okay, I guess I'm going first.
Yeah. Batter up.
Batter up!
Go, Jamie.
Okay. So, first story I'm going to tell is not of me, because I never did this. I never did it. But we used to have this huge laundry barrel in our living room. It's probably maybe this big. And we'd throw all the laundry in it. But my brothers thought it would be fun to wrap, line it with like sleeping bags and then get in it and push each other down the front steps into the street. So I never got in it. I was too terrified to do it, but they'd climb in there all happy and they'd push. And there was probably like 15 steps, so it was like boom, 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 and flew across the street. Thank God no cars ever came traveling down the road, because that could have been a disaster, man.
Death.
I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. Of course, I was the smallest, so you would think they would have made me do it, but shoved me in head first, and then I was the youngest one. But anyway, that was their stupid thing. Now my stupid thing. So I remember being, God, I think I was like 8 or 9, and we made these like homemade wrist rockets. Like me and my friend was a boy, like I was a tomboy, so we were just out there shooting our little wrist rockets, and all of a sudden, I don't know which one of us shot it, but one of the rocks hit the neighbor's window, and it went bing really loud, and you used to see this guy come out hauling ass out of his house, yelling and screaming. We hauled ass up into my friend's attic. And we're looking at those little circle windows. Yeah. We're like just sitting there peeking out at it, and like he's out in the street yelling and freaking out. We were like terrified. We probably sat up for her for like an hour at most. We were scared to death. Finally, his grandpa was like looking for us.
Oh, that's awesome.
Grandpa.
That is awesome.
It went a little something like this.
Hey, look! I found my little slingshot.
All right.
Why don't you go line up some beer cans for us?
Okay.
We'll shoot at them.
Okay.
Cool. I'm gonna take the first shot.
All right, you got it. Bet you can't do it.
Oh, I missed. Your
My turn. I don't know. Let's see here.
Whoa.
Ooh, that was a
Try
little
it
off.
again.
Was that too high? Was that too
Yeah, that was too high.
Okay. Oh, ricochet. All right.
Let me get some more ammo. Hold on,
Okay.
I'll be right back. I raided my marble collection. We got a lot now.
All right, let's see. Let's see if I can do it again. Ooh, I hope it'll go through the fence. All right. You think we could hit something else?
Probably.
Damn, I'm not good at this. I need a bigger target.
Ooh.
I don't even know where that one went. Ooh.
You know what? This is kind of boring. We should shoot something else.
Okay, where should we do?
Well, we shoot out my uncle's bedroom window.
Okay,
There's people walking down the street and stuff.
I think that's a good idea. Let's
There's
go.
that mean old lady across the street.
Ophelia?
Yeah. She's kind of grumpy. Let's
shoot. Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. This is my uncle's room. He's an alcoholic. He won't even know we're here. You ready?
Yep. I bet you can't get that door over there.
Hold on a minute. We should probably open the window first.
Oh yeah, that would probably be a good idea. Bet you can't hit that street sign over there.
But I can watch. Oh, I missed. You want to try it?
Okay, let's try. Let's see here.
I bet you can't hit the old man's door over there.
Bet I can. It's huge, bigger than the street sign.
So you'll still miss.
You're gonna miss.
Oh, you got it.
I knew I could do it. Oh shit!
You little bastards! You scared my fluffy cat! I'm gonna get you. I know where you live. I'm gonna tell your parents. The crazy old man, he saw us. He knows where we live.
Maybe we should stay up here for a little bit longer.
Yeah, okay. That sounds like a good idea. Let's hang out, hide, maybe till Christmas.
Yeah. Hey, you want to make out?
No, girls have cooties.
We do not.
Uh-huh.
Nuh-uh.
Uh-huh.
Uh-uh. I'm not talking to you.
Fine, be that way.
Okay.
Your turn.
My turn. So, I have a few that I can think of. The first one would have to be with me and my twin cousins. I was probably about 6 and they were 5, and we decided to build obstacle courses in the front yard to entertain us because we had a family barbecue at my aunt's house and stuff, and they're like, go outside, go play. So we decided, okay, we'll go make this course, and in the middle there was like this fort that you'd go through and walk down and stuff, and so my twin cousins, you were going through it and stuff, and their older brother got really mad or pissed with one of them and decided to throw this coffee can at us, and it happened to miss me but hit him right in the forehead right there and got a split right open and cut, and he started crying, and then he ended up having to go to the emergency room to get a few stitches in his forehead. So there's that one. I think of another time with one of my good childhood friends. We were, I guess you could say, adrenaline junkies. We just like to do crazy crap.
I can't see that about her.
We decided to take this radio flyer that she had. It was old and rickety, and her driveway was steep. And we decided, let's see how fast we can get this to going. And thankfully, we actually were wearing helmets at that time, because most of the time we weren't. We got this radio flyer to go jet rocket down their hill, and I decided to flip over and do a somersault in the culvert ditch at the end. And
Oh my gosh.
at the end, we ended up flying out, both of us, like radio flyer, like I was on the ground, I think she leaned on top of me, the radio flyer was on top. Both our heads were hurting at the end of that. I think we both ended up having concussions, but whatever, and we just kept walking and went back and doing it again.
Yeah, isn't that something like,
Yeah.
like everybody makes big deals out of concussions, but like in the early 80s, late 70s, us kids and concussions, we just shook them off.
Yeah.
It's like, go, play on.
Play on, pretty
Yeah.
much.
You even tell your parents. You're like, I'm fine.
And then I can think of another time, a kind of embarrassing story, kind of funny story. We were heading on over to the Deschutes and stuff, and I'm in the back of my grandpa's Suburban. We all just had gone on this coffee run, and we were about to just get into the water that day to get onto one of the rafts, and I have to go number 2 really bad, like the coffee. I'm in the very back, in the very corner, and there's about 8 other people in the car, and they're all like double my size. I'm the tiniest one back there, and I just have to go number 2 really bad, and I'm just hoping at this land-in that there's like some bucks or something I can go to, because I have to go, and I'm just holding it, all of a sudden I just rip one in the back so bad. And it's the kind that just linger and stays in the air.
You blame it on someone else?
And in the meantime, everybody is silent, and they can't figure out where the sound is coming from, but they're like, it's not from me. Like, they're like, it can't be from you, but who the heck is it? Like, who ripped one so bad in here at one point? I think
Crack a window.
yeah, You can't, and the very back is the thing is you can't.
Trapped.
At one point, it's almost like a hot box going on. I mean, kind of have the AC going just a little bit. You got a few people putting up their t-shirts up to their noses, and
I love it.
and then by the time we get there, like everybody just unloads really quickly, like out the car, and like I think later on, like my uncle ends up finding out that I was the one that ripped it. He's like, "Yes, way to go." He's like always proud of me. Like,
Cheering you
proud of you.
yeah. But they're like, "Oh my goodness, it smells so bad," and they're like, "Yeah, I had to go bad."
That's awesome.
And how about you, Kristen?
Your turn.
Well, I did a lot of stupid things as a kid, I tell you. We moved here to Oregon when I was 8. We met a lot of wonderful people here, and we were introduced to camping and the outdoors and all sorts of stuff. And, you know, my mom could not get us out of the house quick enough during the day. My brother's a year younger, my sister's 9 years younger, so we ended up playing out in the fields, out near the ponds, and we got into all sorts of trouble. I would have to say my brother and I stuck up for each other. This one day my brother and his friends went frogging, and they wanted to eat frog legs, and they got this bucket of frogs and brought it over to the neighbor's house to cook them. And so they called me to cook them, and I'm like, I don't know how to cook frogs. What's wrong with you guys? You guys are sick. And so the neighbor that they chose to cook the frog legs at is like, this house is immaculate. I'm like, why'd you bring them over there? That's just wrong. So she comes home, and they're trying to cook frog legs. And this lady was pissed. She's like, God damn it, you guys are gonna eat every single frog leg. So she's frying these frog legs and gagging and almost puking, but she's making these kids eat the frog legs.
Good.
And it was the funniest shit ever. I'll never forget that, because number one, they roped me into it, and number two, you know, she's like, you're gonna eat them too, and I'm like, no, I'm not. I have nothing to do with this. I was trying to keep them from doing this in your house, and she goes, no, you're eating them.
Did you eat them?
Yeah, it tastes like chicken.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
looks like chicken.
It's not that bad, but it was funny because her son is her son gagged the whole way through. He puked every time he put a frog leg in his mouth. It was awesome. My brother and I ate them. We're like, okay, whatever. And but yeah, it was funny. You know, they never caught frogs again. The other thing we do is we would go camping, and we would. The boys would terrorize us with fake snakes. They put them in our sleeping bags, they put them in our tents, under our chairs, and these stupid rubber snakes would appear everywhere. So we would go up on the logging trails and logging roads with the trucks, and we'd pick up campfire. And I flipped over a piece of wood, and there's this rubber appearing snake underneath it. Well, here I am. I've had enough with these stupid rubber snake pranks, and I pick up this snake and I start screaming at them, you guys, you need to knock this shit off. Freaking out, I'm done. The snake's moving in my hand.
It was a real one?
It was a real snake. And those boys are just staring at me, mouths open. You know, our parents are like, and it was real.
What kind of snake was it?
They call it a rubber boa.
Okay.
Because
Holy
it
moly.
was like translucent,
Yeah.
like pale on the bottom. And I thought it was a rubber snake. And I'm all, and then I notice it's moving, and I'm like, and
Awesome.
I ran to the, that was it. Peace out. I'm not picking up wood. F it to pieces. And that was it. That was like, I think that was one of the last times. And then it's like every time we went, I'm like, I'm not going to pick up wood, fuck it. No, I'll clean dishes.
Yeah.
I will clean picnic tables. Let's see, another embarrassing moment. I would have to say my sister and I, we would get into kind of Laverne and Shirley moments.
Awesome.
We started our nursing career together. We took our prerequisites together, and we had to do our CNA class together.
Yeah.
Our instructor was an 85-year-old woman, and she was a character. And we were doing our clinicals, and it was downtown, and we were crossing a street, and a car hit a pigeon. My sister loves all animals. Me, I'm like, it's a pigeon, whatever, let's go. My sister's like, oh no, it's still alive, get a box. Ah! So she gets a box, she takes the pigeon, wraps it up in her sweatshirt. She's like, tell so-and-so I'm gonna be late, I'm gonna take it to the bird sanctuary. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
The bird
It's a pigeon. So we're in the hospital, and the instructor's like, where's your sister? And I'm like, she had to take a pigeon to the bird sanctuary. She's going to be late. And I'm like, everybody in that class just like laughing. And the instruction's like, are you serious? And I'm like, can you make that shit up? And she's like, your sister. And I'm like, I didn't birth her, okay? She's just my
She's
sister.
just related.
She's just related. And yeah, it was so embarrassing. I mean,
funny.
it was so funny. Too much.
That's
So,
awesome.
Yeah. So, I mean, I have plenty more because I do stupid things pretty much every day of my life.
I just would say it's just in your natural nature.
It is.
It's your
It
natural
is.
nature.
I
In
think
your
that's-
natural habitat nature.
Yes, I think that's just how I roll, stupid things. I think that's why people are attracted to me, because I'm real.
And natural floods.
Yeah, I
Natural
just,
floods.
it's
funny.
like, sure, I'm supposed to lead people, but I don't want them
You're
to
like the
think.
best leader then. You're more fun. You're like,
But,
well, Mary's cool too, but you got way more like.
yeah, I just,
That's awesome.
I'm humble
Mhm.
because I'm stupid. By default.
Yeah, you've had a lot of personal experiences. Some good, some
That's
bad.
it.
Okay.
And
Break.